Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn a new chapter, that is shaft. So, what is a shaft? Shaft is a rotating machine element which is used to transmit power from one place to another. The power is delivered to the shaft by some tangential force, and the resultant torque or your twisting moment is set up within the shaft, permits the power to be transferred to various machines linked up to the shaft. In order to transfer the power from one shaft to another, various members such as pulley, gears, etc. are mounted on it. Next, we will see the diagram of a shaft. So here this is a shaft. Okay, so this is the twisting moment is developed due to this electric motor. Next, here you can see how the shaft is rotating and the uh, machine in mounted on it is also rotating. Here you can see another diagram of the shaft, how the various members which are mounted on it also is rotating with this shaft. Next, what are the material used in shaft? For a normal shaft or ordinary shaft, carbon steels are used of grade 40C8, 45C8, 50C4 and 50C12. Okay, and shaft of high strength, where high strength of shaft is required, then alloys such as nickel chromium or chromium vanadium steel are used. Next, types of shaft. First is your transmission shaft, next is a machine shaft. So, this shaft transmit power between the source and machine, absorbing the power. The counter shaft, line shaft, overhead shaft are the transmission shaft. Next, what is a machine shaft? These shafts are an integral part of the machine itself. The crankshaft is an example of the machine shaft. Next, stresses in the shaft. Shear stress due to transmission of torque or your torsional load due to torsional load, shear stress is developed. Next, bending stress. Bending stress, tensile or compressive, due to the forces acting upon machine element like gears, pulley, as well as due to the weight of the shaft. So, bending stress is also acting. Next, stresses due to combined torsional and bending load is also acting on the shaft. Next, when a shaft is subjected to twisting moment only. So here we will see when a shaft is subjected to twisting moment only. So when a shaft is subjected to twisting moment only, then diameter of shaft may be obtained by using torsion equation. So as we know, the torsion equation is what? T by J is equal to tau by R. So what is T here? T is the twisting moment or torque acting on the shaft. Next, J is what? Polar moment of inertia of the shaft about the axis of rotation. Okay. Next, tau is the torsional shear stress. Next, what is R? R is the diameter from the neutral axis to the outermost layer of the surface. So, R you can write down as D by 2, where D is the diameter of the shaft. Next, for a solid shaft, polar of moment of inertia is what? J is equal to pi by 34 d to the power 4. This you have already read in your previous semester. Next, the equation 1 can be written as what? When J is equal to pi by 34 into d to the power 4. So in place of J, I am writing down this pi by 32 d to the power 4. And in place of R, I am writing d by 2. So everything gets multiplied and we see what is T. So this pi gets multiplied here and d to the power 4 also. Next this 2 gets multiplied in the upper side, and as this 32 is multiplied here, it will get divided in the other part. So 2 into pi into tau into d to the power 4 divided by d into 32. So 2 1s are, this one is 2 16s are. Next d and d get cancelled. So what we are getting? T is equal to pi by 16 into tau into d cube. So this is the equation for a solid shaft. Next we will see for a hollow shaft. So for a hollow shaft, what happens? J is equal to what? Pi by 34 d, that d0 to the power 4 minus di to the power 4. Next, what is d0 and di? Outer and inner outside and inside diameter of the shaft. And what is r? R is equal to d0 by 2. Okay, so putting the value of j and r in this equation 1, once again what we are getting, this value. Okay, so everything gets multiplied and divided, so we are getting 2 tau into pi into d0 to the power 4 minus di to the power 4 divided by 32 into d0. So here once again 2 and 32, 2 ones are, 2 16s are. Okay, next d0 here remains as it is. Next we will take a ratio as k as a ratio of di by d0. Okay, next once again we are writing the equation pi by 16 tau. Next here, if we are taking common d to the power 4, so what we are getting here, 1 here. If we are taking this one as common, so we are getting that here what, 1 minus di by d0 to the power 4 and d to the power 4 is taken common. So here what we are getting, this d0 and d to the power 4 get cancelled, so we are getting here d cube. So finally we are getting pi by 16 tau d cube, and this di by d0 is equal to your k. So 1 minus k to the power 4. Next, the hollow shaft are usually used in what? Marine work. So hollow shaft are usually used in your marine work. So when a hollow shaft is to be made equal in strength to your solid shaft. So what we are considering, the twisting moment of both the shafts must be equal. So twisting moment of both the shaft must be equal. In other words, same material for both the shaft. So the value of T for solid shaft is equal to the value of T for hollow shaft. So we can write down, equating the equation, you can write down this equation as pi by 16 into tau d0 to the power 4 minus di to the power 4 divided by d0 is equal to pi by 16 tau d cube. So pi by 16 get cancelled, tau also get cancelled, so we are getting this value, this is equal to d cube. Okay, next again if we are taking d4 as common, so we are getting how much, d0 cube into 1 minus k to the power 4 is equal to d cube. So this is the relation for a shaft to be having equal in strength to that of your hollow shaft. Next, twisting moment is obtained by using this relation. As we know, power transmitted by a shaft can be written as what? Pi 2 pi n by 60 as it is rotating. So P is equal to 2 pi n t by 60. So T is equal to what? This get multiplied. So T is equal to P into 60 divided by 2 pi n. Okay, where T is what? Twisting moment in your Newton meter and is speed in RPM of the shaft. Next, in case of belt drive, what happens? T is equal to what? T1 minus T2 into your R. So what is T1 and T2? Tension in the tight and slack side of a belt respectively, and R is what? Radius of the pulley. Okay. Next we will see shaft subjected to bending moment only. So next case we will see shaft subjected to bending moment only. So when the shaft is subjected to bending moment, then maximum stress that is tensile of compressive is given by your bending equation. Okay, so the equation is what? M by I is equal to sigma B by Y. This is your bending equation. So what is M? M is your bending moment. I is your moment of inertia of cross-sectional area of the shaft about your axis of rotation. Next, sigma is what? Bending stress. Y is the distance from the neutral axis to the outermost fiber or the surface. So next, similarly for solid shaft, what is I? That is I is equal to pi into 10 to the power 4 divided by 64. Similarly, what is Y? Y is equal to d by 2. This you have seen in your previous semester. Next, substituting the value of I and Y in equation 1, we are getting what? M divided by pi into d to the power 4 divided by 64 is equal to sigma b divided by d by 2. So what is M? M is equal to pi into sigma b into d cube divided by 32. So from this we can find the value of d. Okay, this is for your solid shaft. Next, for a hollow shaft. So for a hollow shaft, once again I is equal to what? Pi by 64 d outer, okay, d0 minus di inner diameter minus outer diameter. So this can be written as we have seen previously, pi by 64 d0 to the power 4 into 1 minus k, where k is what? Di by d0. Next, y is what? D0 by d2 and by 2. Next, again we are substituting the equation in equation 1. So what we are getting? M by pi by 64 d0 to the power 4 1 minus k to the power 4 is equal to sigma b divided by d0 by 2. So here this values get multiplied, and m, what we are getting? M is what? Pi into sigma b d0 1 minus k to the power 4 divided by 32. As this 64 is getting cancelled by 2. So answer is what? Pi by 32 sigma b d0 cube into 1 minus k to the power 4. Okay, in next class we will see the combined stresses, that is bending and twisting. So thank you.